this evening's tactical enhancements are sleep deprivation, gin and tonic. Tonight we're all rooted, so we're playing Warhammer 8th edition, 2500 points, and we're continuing the letting Shaun take the same army against each of mine. And this week we're up to the woodies. This is my 2500 points worth of woodies. We've got Tree Man, 30 odd archers with no command because I need the efficiency against Shaun. 10 war dancers, 3 warhawk riders, 2 great eagles. Doofus on a dragon, standard bearer with a 4+ ward, level 2 mage with a thing to stop it blowing up too enthusiastically. And we've brought up ridiculous spells. Eternal Guard. And I thought I'd bring the Dryads out to play. They haven't had a go in a while. And they're up against the same thing, but for one stunning difference. Can you tell what it is?
No orc chariots.
No fucking orcs. Shaun finished painting up his Chaos Chariots, so now it all looks the part.
And yeah, I finished painting some touching up. Well, I finished them off, these guys over the back, and I've got 5 fully painted now. I still got a little bit on the base I'm going to do, but other than that, they're done. The army's pretty much done for the tournament that I'm going to. Woohoo!
Yes, this is all practice for a tournament. Well, I hear there's a Dark Elf player who's very dangerous over there. On that note, we'll roll the dice and see who has to deploy their first unit.
6.
6 and
6. You win.
Well,
no, hang on.
It's the same.
Oh, it's roll again. Oh, hang on. We are at 5.
I guess I'm putting something down. Right, so we've got deployment. Figuring it out as we go. There's not a lot of actual full planning on this, but we've got a birdie for destruction on either flank. This slot to rip shit up in the middle. I didn't have anywhere better to put these guys, so they might go into a building and shoot out of it just because I want to play with the terrain. Put the dragon down quite late. He's in the middle, so it can support either flank. This one in particular has got a bit of a problem over there. Birdie boys. And we've got archers in both forests, backed up with things that are immune to psychology behind them and will do well in a forest. And a mage there, who has the ability to turn into a monster, maybe. And I'll put these guys on the flanks. I need some crunch on the flank, something, a bit of hitting power to support these units. Otherwise, when all that lot hits, it'll destroy it. So, Shaun, we both have a lot of units on the table today. So Shaun's got a cavalry in his left flank, the usual thumpers in the middle.
Cavalry, chariots.
That is a terrifying centre you've got there. Both mages. 3 fucking chariots. And quite a heavy hitting flank here as well.
Yeah, we've got, that's a pretty nasty unit, regardless of what you may think. It's
this unit will do well against everything except your Chaos Knights.
No, it still can do quite well because you're toughness 4, aren't you?
Yes.
You have a ward save.
Only a 6+.
You have armor save.
Probably not. I'll have to have a look.
Or strength 5, probably you won't. Magical attacks. Because my knight's got magical attacks. Are you only? Is it non-magical attacks? You go.
No, I have magical attacks as well because we're a forest spirit.
Yeah. So yeah, because I mean, if I don't kill enough, you got ranks. You got no standards.
The steadfast will help, but I don't have a standard. So
it's not an easy unit.
It's not all powerful, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
It needs support though, so we'll have to do something to help it out.
Yeah.
Or it becomes a speed hump, so the rest of the army can do something more useful. Anyway, by some miracle, even though I've got a shed load of small units, including putting these down one at a time, Shaun still has more units than me, so we'll roll off and see who gets first turn.
Vanguard.
Oh, Vanguard, alright, show us what
Do you have Vanguard?
No, I don't.
Okay, so we'll just
here they come.
I'm going to go there.
So do they have javelins?
No javelins today.
Alright.
Not today. I'm going to put... I
we
lost half of them.
We can't see through forest, so the drama we're going to have is You can't charge through for us, you can only charge into it. And the rest of the Vanguard, here it comes.
Well, I'm not sure I want to go there because you
It
might.
It does give me an easy target.
Yeah, you might just shoot me, and that could be rather
Fun for me.
Yeah, I'm glad it's fun for you. I'm gonna stay there. We're not going out there. We're just gonna die. All right, let's roll dice.
All right, I get a +1. Oh god, I always roll crap against you. Hey, look! Oh, look! I get first turn.
Yes.
Oh my lordy my! It's been so long.
That's actually.
Where are my drawers when I need them?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, all right. I'll check.
All right.
We'll check in at the end. Oops. Oh, crikey. We'll check in at the end of Wood Elf turn 1. End of woodies turn 1. We charged a birdie into these guys. And we tried to charge these guys in. They didn't make it. It was a bit of a long shot, really. I needed a 9. But the birdie managed to kill one and not take any wounds in return, which is fantastic. They held, which is actually probably better, because he gets in the way of everything else. Move these guys a little to the side, just so they can get a shot through here. Poison arrows took 2 wounds off that chariot. These guys couldn't shoot for shit. We shuffled these guys just to really provide some protection against wherever they go. Over here, these archers took a wound off a chariot, and these archers took a wound off of killed an ogre actually. And really we're just shuffling at the moment. It's just opening shots.
This is right.
And now it's Shaun's turn, and we'll see what cunning he comes out with. Chaos turn 1. The birdie decided it had enough and fucked off. He's taken a wound. That was the only combat though. Lots of stuff advanced over here. Looks rather intimidating. And Shaun threw a lot of dice for magic, and they didn't do very much.
No.
It was a bit, how would I describe it? A bit of a wet squib. So
It's fine. There's not much I could have done
that's
at
the
this
thing
stage.
with magic. You can never trust the fucking thing.
Yeah. The big spell that I wanted, just in case that unit could get in, and I wanted to reduce the strength. But by the looks of it, it's not going to get in anyway.
Fight anyway. So yes.
It would have been a waste of. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're now going to figure out what we actually can do and start throwing some dice at it. Woody's turn 2, and the birdie kept running, which got in the way of these guys charging anything, which is rat shit, because I had some ideas about that. This lot manoeuvred to shoot this guy and took a wound off. He manoeuvred to shoot that guy as well. Over here we concentrated our shots on the ogres, and they're down to half strength. And they don't have to do panic because they're slannishy and they like it when you hurt them in the pretty places. I forgot to move my birdie to get in their way, which means that they've got a unmolested movement now. Move them around a little bit to make it harder for them to get out of the way. Then I threw 6 dice at a thing to give them +1 strength and toughness, because I rolled shit on the spell options. And of course I double 6'd it. The one-off ward that my mage has didn't work, as it never does. He copped a wound and he blew up a little bit and took out 2 war dancers. So that's about that for the turn. Over to Chaos turn 2. Right, it's the end of turn 2 for Chaos, and they're closing in with gusto. Look at this fucking massive heavy heating shit running at my blokes in tights. Now, this fellow charged into the archers that I had positioned, that shot at him before. They fled, and I forgot just how quick he is. He ran them down, but he has planted himself in charge arc of this dragon. He's done some spoiling stuff over here to reduce what I can do to his army on this flank. He basically wants to keep these guys away from the ogres. There's no shooting, and in the magic, let's see, go enfeebling foe on this chap. He tried to do Steed of Shadows to get this guy out of charge arc, but I 6 dice my defense at that and stopped it.
For some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah, I just want to kill this guy.
That's okay.
Then the mage, who was there, the level 4 mage, general.
Roll 4, miscast.
Miscast on 4 dice.
And then failed to roll a 4+ and blew up and died.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Well, no, you miscast on 3 dice. You got double 6 on 3 dice.
Yeah, I rolled double 6.
Rolled a 4 on the chart. Rolled a 3 on whether or not he survived. Blew himself up. That's fucking spectacular. That's about as bad as your
That's the
magic
second
rate's been
time
going.
I've done that playing you, so it's great.
Well, true. I have a decent number of games now.
And with Chaos as well.
Yes.
And then my Chaos Knights just fell over. So it just says it all. They just can't believe it.
Sean is telling me that my table sucks.
Well, it has always sucked, actually, with dice. Your dice, rolling it's all the shit on your table
this
sucks.
texture here is not forgiving.
But it's okay. Okay. We'll see how we go.
It can look like Chaos can still win because it's level 2 mage versus level. Well, it'll be no mage versus level 2 in a minute.
Will it?
I hope so. But this guy is at -3 strength.
As does the dragon.
Yes. Do I get magical resistance against that? Or does that not work?
No.
It's only for
It's
damage
only
spells.
for wounds.
Oh, right. Worth checking.
It's worth checking.
On that note, we're going to go to Wood Elf turn 3 and see if I can unpickle myself from all the cunning shit that Shaun is doing. Because look at this formation, right? I've got to deal with all this riffraff to get my poison arrows into the stuff that really matters. And if I go barreling in on the flank, I'm going to cop up from 2 units of these guys. So there's some clever manoeuvre going on in this game.
That was good.
Right.
Okay.
So this is turning into a very strange game. We're going to come around here and film for a change of scenery.
No, it's good. It's
How to describe what just fucking happened?
more shit. Well, I knew
Alright.
I had a good chance of living.
So we charged the eagle into the flank over here. Lost a wound, killed a guy. They reformed and lost to face him. We shuffled our archers over so we could get shots in between units of the ogres and kill another one. And we shuffled over here so we could get shots at a chariot and take a wound off. These guys charged the light cav in front of them who fled. We chased them down. But Shaun has introduced me to the rule I've never paid attention to before. If you chase something down and it's fleeing and you then pass a leadership test, you can reform. I thought you were left facing the direction you were chasing people down in, but no.
There's a chance. It's not. It's still a leadership test.
True, there's a general on a dragon, so it's pretty good odds at the moment. So that puts us right in front of these guys where I want to be. Meanwhile, this lot just got the charge in against the chariot and rolled well and polished it off. All the rerolls that the elves get is just pretty menacing, frankly. Then we
Which
charged
reminded you.
this guy with the dragon. Now, yeah, Shaun's been helping me a lot today, funnily enough.
To my own detriment.
Exactly.
Here, have a my wizard blows up. Oh, there we go.
So I rolled really weak in the magic. So I poured all the dice into giving this guy +1 strength and toughness because they were on -3.
Yes.
We failed to wound this guy completely and he failed to wound in return. 3
wounds you did to him, and I had to save on a 3+ each time.
Yeah, you made him.
And you did your breath weapons, and
That's
you had
right.
8 dice, and all you had to do was roll a 6 to kill him, and you did not roll a single 6.
I know, I wasted the breath weapon with a great roll and just rolled nothing but 6. No 6s at all.
5s, lots of 5s.
Lots of 5s, it's just fucking taunting me. But he fled on just the -1 for having been charged. And he got away. So now there's this dragon barreling along, chasing after this wounded level 2 wizard. He's
Level 2 wizard, Skippy. Oh, Exquisite Pain, because he is a pain.
a pain. Well,
Yes. Yeah.
I've killed him twice under hilarious circumstances. I want to keep it going.
Well, my mage just went blow up in despair. Oh.
On that note, over to Chaos turn 3.
Which is fine, but there was
so
it might have been something in 7th where you had to be. Oh no!
we're rules lawyering our way out of a pickle.
I don't care. I'm pretty sure
this game is getting crazier by the minute, and I'm getting some arsey luck.
No.
Let's see. The
Eagle held on 2s.
Chaos Knights charged the flank of the eagle, and somehow it only took 1 wound, and it killed a guy. It stuck around. An ogre. 2 ogres and this light cavalry charged into this unit of archers who lost but stuck around. We did manage to kill an ogre, which is nice, and bumped off one of the riders.
Yes.
Over here, 2 chariots barreled into a unit of archers, annihilated them outright, about as you'd expect.
Yes.
Overran into the war dancers, and one of them managed to self-destruct in amongst the tree roots, apparently, so that was hilarious. It rolled 5 impact hits on itself for difficult terrain. There's some manoeuvring going on over here to figure out what to do about this dragon dude. He's still chasing this level 2 fella who rallied. Oh, over here, these chaps pursued the birdie, who was fucked, really. I mean, the birdie was either going to get caught or run off the table. He got caught. And they've reformed, ready to charge these blokes in the flank. But previously, when I hit that chariot, I reformed, ready to charge these guys. So we'll see what happens. This was a shit fight. Lots of casualties on both sides. The Dryads actually lost, but they're steadfast. The general's leadership is 10, and that's what they bloody well rolled. So they're lucky to be there. And this guy rolled a 9 for the panic test for the archers being destroyed. But he's well within the 18 of the general. Oh, let's see. In the magic phase, he hocked a fuckload of dice at the general, and I threw a bunch of defense dice. And
there's nothing else I could do because I've got shit spells with that. With the spells are not very good with the.
We've got pretty wanky spells today, but I have to say your
dice...
I
had some excellent spells, but he died.
Oh, the other guy, yes. But the dice have not been pleasant to you, but that said, they can always... It's only halfway through the game, so they can turn.
No, it's not. Losing the wizard is always
losing the wizard
it's very
is a pain in
difficult.
the ass, yeah.
It's because there's a lot of things that I could have done, like... I mean, I may not have lost any of those ogres over there, for example.
Yeah, there's heaps of stuff you could have done that have your battle line going much stronger. Now I've got to figure out what to do, because I think I can get a wheel and a charge in, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll check in at the end of Wood Elf turn 4.
Oh!
Wood Elf's turn 4, it's only turn 4, and this game just gets getting more and more crazy.
Just wait to the next turn.
Oh, yeah. So over here, the birdies charged in some Chaos Knights, hit them in the flank, killed 2, chased the rest off the table. Over here, my Dryads whiffed completely and did 0 wounds, I think, against the Ogres. And the Ogres just went...
2, you did 2.
Did 2, okay. And in return, the Ogres smashed, I don't know, quite a few of them.
We won by, 4. And 4. You were steadfast and you rolled
10, yeah. And they fucked off because the general is all the way over there. Although the good news is the general chased the level 2 mage. He chose to flee and we ran him down.
Well, it was kind of, yeah.
Over here, and I just realised we fucked up something up completely with the war dancers because I gave them +1 strength and toughness and then forgot to use it. We'll write that off as my mistake.
I think I still would have done.
Well, we were steadfast and you still would have won, and I failed it.
On a 10.
On a 10, yeah.
Your leadership is
8 or 9, something like that. But either
have
way,
a look, because
we'll check that in a sec. But either way, I'm pretty sure that the war dancers just fucked off on a 10.
Would have been a charge. It would have won by 3, even if I only killed 1.
Yeah. Over here, I did no wounds. They did 1 or 2 to my guys, but we stuck around with the banner helping out. The birdie died, which was not surprising. Then the tree man whiffed and killed nothing.
Oh, but what did he do? Tell him.
Well, he failed his first morale test and barely made the second.
No, what did he do from all the wounds he took? He failed his armor saves.
Oh, yeah. Now he passed 3 ward saves on a 6.
Yeah.
Well, conversely, the Dryads, on the other hand, fucked off. So
yeah, I still think I was robbed. But anyway.
Well, so it's a pretty entertaining turn, and Chaos is suddenly back in the game.
No. By the way, I'm going to remind you can reform and face any direction. Yes, so roll dice.
I've got to do
so roll 11.
All right. So he's going to have to go that way and deal with those guys.
Yeah, now I don't want to charge you.
Yeah, that changes the situation quite a bit, doesn't it?
Because I don't get as many attacks.
Yeah, you'd have 1 less guy hitting. In fact, maybe 2 less guys hitting. And you won't get the flank bonus.
You should have a 50 mil base.
That's the one that it came with. That's all out of the same plastic box.
Yeah, but the dragon should be on a 50 mil base.
You'd think they would be, but this is 8th edition Fun and Games. So it used to be a 50 by 50 base, and they changed it to whatever it is here.
It's 50 mil.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is
Oh,
actually
you would have
50.
4.
It looks small, so I have 4.
Yeah, you get 4 instead of 5. Well, you know, feel free to have a go.
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Anyway, we'll check in at the end of Chaos Turn 4.
Oh, man.
Okay, end of Chaos Turn 4, and this is some of the wackiest shit we've seen in a wacky fucking game.
Oh.
Where to start?
The dragon, which I thought was a suicide charge.
These guys moved up. Did they get the Dryads this turn, or was that last turn?
Last turn. They've moved since
they moved
then.
up. The chariot went through the war dancers. I just whiffed all over the fucking joint, and even though he came back on this turn.
Yeah.
No, he crashed through them in the wood-elf turn. This unit finally gave up the ghost against these guys. The treeman won, actually killed a guy and chased off the
Chaos Knights. Who are going to keep running?
Yeah, because it's wood elf turn 5 next, so he's going to chase him in the backside.
Good chance you could run them down too.
Well, we'll give it a go.
Yeah.
The wacky thing though is that 5 Chaos Knights, only 4 of which you can make contact, charge the dragon and general rider
To the front.
To the front. He killed 1, so he whiffed our fucking dice all over the place.
He did 2. I made 1 save and 1 died. I got to bash your lord with attacks, and
so
I did
thanks to
5 wounds.
Yep.
Because I hit. Because the thing is, I'm strength 5. Your strength, but you have an
I-
armor save of 6.
Yep.
And a ward save of 4.
And I whiffed the goddamn lot and
he
died.
And then the dragon killed another one.
Yep.
And then he lost by 2, and he
fucked off. Yes. So, he's in my increasingly big casualty pile. So I've had 2 massive breaks that didn't need to happen.
Oh my god!
Totally reversed the crazy ass luck I've been having against Shaun.
Yes.
And now it's on for 1 and all in turn 5. So that is not.
I was not.
hoping
I
for.
thought I'd lost it when I lost my wizard. To be honest, I went. I'm screwed because I thought I'd lose here. Your dragon, I didn't see anything I could deal with it.
By rights, the dragon should have smashed that unit. Dragon and Dragon Rider.
Well, you took a great weapon. I think you should take the magic plus.
Well,
to
the
Ogre
reason
Brain.
the reason I did is because you had a level 4 and a level 2 mage, and I only had a level 2 mage. So I doped him up with magical protection for when you start dumping all those direct damage spells on him, which you were trying to do.
I don't have a lot of magic. Oh yeah, but it's divided amongst the D4. Yeah, it's shit. Mine direct damage is shit.
Yeah, I mean there are a couple of direct damage things you would have done pretty bad damage to him if I had not dispelled it. But the 2+ ward on him would have kept him alive. So I've traded that off for an Ogre Blade, and the Ogre Blade may well kept him alive.
The Ogre Blade would have got a reroll. You may have killed another one.
Yep.
And then you would have maybe taken 2 less wounds.
And that would have been enough.
And it would have been enough. You'd been on 1 wound and would have won combat.
Exactly.
Yeah. So maybe take the Ogre Blade.
Yeah, I think I'll go back to what I normally do.
But problem with dragons are they're susceptible to artillery.
Yep.
And
I mean, I don't take them all the time, but normally they're entertaining. And he was entertaining. He was fucking great fun right to the point where he died in the arse.
That's the second time these fuckers have done pulled out their ass.
I think last time they got him in the flank through the forest, didn't they?
Yes, and then they all died by 1. Yes, because they all hit branches.
All right, well, on that note, I need to get some points back, so over to Wood Elves turn 5. Turn 5 for the Woodies, and madness continues. These guys returned to the table, flew up behind these chaps and shot him in the back and did nothing. The treemen pursued, they fled, he did not catch them. This lot charged the remaining ogre and he fled, overran into some light cav. The good news is my mage managed to turn into a dragon without blowing himself up, which I thought was quite an accomplishment, giving me 3 or 6 dice at it.
Mains in play.
The madness continues. Over to
Oh no, this is
Chaos turn 5.
You can
And
charge
the
the
continuing
ogres.
madness. Well, these guys rallied, ready to be charged in turn 6 for
I'm
the
going to
Woodies.
hold.
The chariot barreled in, managed not to blow itself up after going through 2 sets of forest. did take some guys off of the Eternal Guard, which was nice. But then the okay, we smashed the chariot and the 2 cav that we had charged in the rear before. The chariot fled and simultaneously managed to get chased down and self-destruct while fleeing through a forest. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and as for that dragon, the ogres charged it, and then Shaun had just enough magic dice and the winds of magic to dispel the damn thing. So they were only fighting the mage and they killed him. So that was a good idea, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
That's the problem with that particular spell.
You know what? I've never used that spell before. I think it's a silly one, which I normally wouldn't take. And I've never fielded this dragon before, and he's from the Dark Elf army, and his first outing is temporarily be a mage in cosplay only to get slaughtered.
Do you know the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where a whale from the drive suddenly comes into existence and then goes splat on the ground?
I'm
Basically,
dragon.
that's what's happened to your dragon.
What's my tingly feeling? Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
So that was, we'll just add that to the litany of clusterfuck in this game. And on that note, we'll try and smash out turn 6. End of turn 6, and we just rolled Wood Elf and House turn 6 into 1.
Yes.
We tag teamed the ogres in the face with this lot and in the backside with these guys.
Yeah.
Squished them, killed them, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And over here, the treeman got his charge off, and then we just fought each other to a standstill here. So that leaves on the Chaos side 2 depleted units of cavalry, a chariot and that.
Yep.
And on the Wood Elf side, a treeman, nice unit here. These guys in good stead with the standard bearer. It's not. I don't know what the points difference is. We should figure it out actually.
We'll figure it out. Give me a second. Oh, fuck off.
Alright, so we've just done the maths, and I think 1780 points worth of fatality for the Wood Elves, that's factoring in 100 points for the general, and doing the same things for the Dark Elves is what, 1935, thereabouts? So it's about 155 points.
In your favour. It's a win.
So it's scraping it in.
Still a win.
And the number of wacky random shit that happened that threw massive amounts of points in each direction, it just blows me away. This is one of the just craziest games I've had in quite a while. And on that note, whatever the hell's going on with your phone,
we're going to call it quits.
Yes, what have we learned? Anything?
We learned that you can reform after you charge and someone can chase and catch them.
Yeah, I didn't know
that.
that.
You made the leadership test. And you were adamant that it wasn't possible.
I'd never heard of that one before.
And now you're going, if I know that in the past,
I'm going to have to.
Several games may have changed dramatically.
Who knows? But this is the thing about these games: is we make fuck ups all the goddamn time.
Oh, I think you won. Oh, I didn't make any. The war dancers still would have died.
Yeah, they probably would have.
But we fucked up there.
I went from kicking goals all over the place to just not being able to pass a leadership test for 2 turns running, and lost a whole bunch of units.
You rolled really high, and I think your dice were a victim of your own success.
My dice were, you know what? I think my dice were average, but yours were absolutely dog shit for about 3 turns running, and then suddenly mine were dog shit for 2 turns running, and then it was just a bollocking free for all trying to grab points.
Oh, if you had, your treeman could have died, literally.
Yeah, well, and my dragon did. Then some of your last unit of knights over there could have very conveniently not rolled a bunch of 3+.
You know that treeman was on 1 wound? Because I did 2 wounds on the...
No, he was on...
Yeah, because you did 2 wounds earlier, then he came up, and I did another 2 wounds.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought I saved those.
Did you save? No, you didn't save the last 2. I did 2 wounds, so he was on 1 wound.
Well, there you go. Time's a fucking.
But that was it. The game's over. You don't count the points.
I completely lost track of how many wounds I had on my treeman then.
So that was really close. 1 more wound.
That would have. That's about 225 points in that guy.
Well, that would have mean that you would have lost the game.
But you know what? The amount of random wacky stuff, like the time where you charged a chariot in and dumped all the attacks on the standard bearer, and he passed all of his ward saves.
Yeah.
As compared to this fellow who can't pass any of his.
You don't like that. I know, but look, the thing is, it's you use a unit to protect your characters.
Well, actually, you put him in this unit because he makes the unit steadfast, even if they're in woods or whatever.
But you gave him a ward save, and he lived.
You did.
And guess what? If I'd attacked the other guys, that unit would have held, because I would have killed 3, and I only failed my leadership test by 2. I would have killed and had another round of combat against you.
Yeah, interesting point there.
So
your continuous efforts to assassinate my characters backfired on you.
That in that case, it did backfire. And again, the points are so close. The difference, it's a difference between a win and a draw.
But you know what? There's all these other crazy things that happen that could have gone either way. Like when these eagles chased the knights off the table, they could have passed that morale test.
You killed 2 with your -2. I just knew they were going to go. You hit them in the flank.
Yeah,
you killed 2.
I've been planning that move for like 2 turns running, so that actually was something that worked on purpose for a change.
You did the right thing. You fled. You got caught, but it doesn't matter. Because if you'd stayed and I killed you, I could have then reformed and been closer to the Dryads.
My birdie fleeing put you out of position, so I had a running chance of that charge with the Warhawks.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of clever manoeuvring on both sides. It was a really interesting game until towards the end it became just mayhem.
I think you losing the dragon was just not what I thought was going to happen.
God, that was one of the more random things.
I expected I said I'm going to die. I might as well just have a bit of fun and go in there and kill you. And then I hit you 5 times, and I realized that you're only strength toughness 3. And then I went, oh, I can actually do a lot of wounds here.
I mean, there are other ways of equipping this guy. I could have given him a 2+ armor and an award save.
I think you may want to do that.
There's 2 different combos I normally do. One is great weapon with 2+ armor and 4+ ward, and the other one is 5+ armor, shield, and overblade. They both served me well, but I was trying to do magic protection this time. Then I got more fucking melee. Oh my lord.
Well.
Look, on that note, I think we may have to pack it in because it's pumpkin o'clock and it's a school night. Thanks for watching. Feel free to hit like, subscribe, comment, etc. Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your enemies. And, frenemies, why not? That was... fucking hell, it's time to call it a night.